I'm Laura Ray, and today I have a soft peach look for you. Recently on a community post, I asked you what look you would like to see, whether you like a mauve or a peach or nude, and I had a great response for a soft peach, so that's what I have for you today. Before I apply any makeup, I always put on my sunscreen. Currently I'm using the Biore. It's a gel sunscreen. It dries very quickly. That's what I like about it. It is a chemical sunscreen, and then I use the Aveeno Calm and Restore Moisturizer. This has been my replacement for Clinique. I was using that before the Moisture Surge, but I like this. It's a lot more affordable and it dries very quickly and keeps my skin full of moisture all day. Let's start off with foundation. I am using today the Catrice True Skin. My shade is Sand Beige number 30, and I have mixed in the Lumi Glotion into my little compact here. So this came empty. I have been talking about these. It's my favorite way to apply foundation. So underneath the cushion, I have mixed a few pumps of the Catrice and then the Glotion. Now I like to start in the center of my face where the most texture is, the most discoloration, and just pat it on in little circles. I do bring it up under the eye because this is so thin. I can do that. Wow. With that Glotion, I am getting beautiful coverage, a nice soft glow to the skin. Notice that I didn't apply primer. I've been going without primer. Again, I'm all about getting the thinnest layer of coverage that I can get away with so that my fine lines won't stand out more and just to improve the look of my skin. So I'm just going to do half my face right now so you can see the difference, and I am going to pat right on the eyelid and into the brow so that there aren't any areas missing foundation, and I think we're good. I put a little bit, I try to blend it out to be more faint towards the edges. Most of us around the jawline don't have discoloration. It's in the center of our face where the sun is hitting when we're driving or just out and about. All right, so I'm going to finish up here. When I get to the nose area, I just press in so that I can cover those capillaries. And under the eye, I do the same thing, sort of roll and press just to get as close as I can to the lash line. These sponges are so easy to work with, and I just wash them with goat's soap. I have some goat's milk soap. I've heard people saying about putting things in the washing machine and stuff, but I really don't want to clean these sponges with detergent. So I like the goat's milk soap. I try to wash them with something I would wash my face with because I'm sure those chemicals do stay in the sponge. So I really enjoy washing it with the goat's milk. I have a bar of it and I just rub it like this, let it sit a minute, and then rinse it out, and they clean really nicely. Oh, I am loving this Glotion mixed with it. I have been mixing the Revlon. I've talked about the Revlon Rose gloss that I've mixed in it, but this gives a really nice look. Nice glow, but not glittery, of course, or anything, just a lot of luminosity to the skin. Let's have some fun with our eyes. I'm starting with the Brow Sessive. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's only around $3, so inexpensive. I'm just going to do the brows very light today. I didn't bring a pencil. I'm not going to use pencil today. I'm just going to use this, which some days that's what I do. I don't bother with really shaping the brows a lot. And since this is soft peach, I think we're going to make more of the focus on the eye area and a really very soft brow. And I just work back and forth to try to make them as even as I can in the color. Now this one that I'm using right here, they always put these shades so small. Okay, blonde. I'm using blonde right now. And I really like blonde, even though my brows are really like a light brown, like my true hair color. The blonde works really good for keeping the brows soft. For eyeshadow today, I'm using this Can Make palette. This is from Tokyo. It's Perfect Stylist Eyes. Now this does have shimmer to it, but it's not glittery. I'm going to be mixing this with the Joa Tinted Luminizer. I talked about this before in a video. This can be a foundation, a primer. It can be just about anything. So I'm taking my glass palette and getting some of the product on here. I'm going to buy some new shades. I bought this originally to go with my skin tone. I bought it in nude beige, but I'm going to try some lighter ones to use on the eyes. So what I'm doing is taking this deeper peach here, getting some on my finger, getting a good amount of product, and then I'm going to blend the two together and make sort of a cream shadow. We can even take a little of the lighter shade here, get some of that and blend that in to soften it up. And I'm just making my own shadow right on this glass palette and then going on the lid. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a nice soft peach. Now I actually just ordered 2 more of these glass palettes because I'm always looking for my glass palette. I have one in my filming room. Now I can keep one in my bathroom. But these are great for mixing your foundation, your eyeshadow, your blush. You can make your own cream products and have hundreds of colors just by having some kind of base. I also like using the Glimmer Boomstick. That has a shimmer to it. You can take that and mix it with any color that you have of eyeshadow because that's meant to go onto the eyes. I'm going to mix a little more of the lighter in. The great thing too is right now my lids have a lot of moisture in them from the Joa product, so I can even just dab a little more powder and then go on top because I want you to be able to really see the peach. And on camera, things always look a lot paler than they do in person, so I'm going to go a little more intense with the peach, and then I'm just blending it up like this to lift the eye. And in this area right here, right under my brow, I'm going to use some concealer just to blend the two together, the shadow and the under eye area. Oh, I love that. Now if you want more peach, you wouldn't have to do this because this definitely gives a little softer peach look. But you can just blend it. And the nice thing about this cream, the Joa, it gives you time to work with the product. So you can just sort of blend around. I can feel it's just starting to dry. It gives you plenty of time to work with it, which is great. Some cream shadows don't give you a lot of time. I know the CoverGirl, the sticks, that was one of the things I didn't like about those was they dried really fast, where this gives you plenty of time to work. Okay, there's our soft peach eye look. I'm using the Revlon So Fierce vinyl liner and putting it onto the brush. I found this is my favorite way now to apply eyeliner because it's a lot easier. I get a nice, beautiful smoky look and you don't have to be so perfect with it. So I just start in the middle and bring it towards the inner eye and then out and up. If your liner gets a little too high or too thick, just take a little Q-tip and you can blend it like just go across and sort of wipe some of it off. You can always go back in with a little extra shadow and just pop it on the lid if you get too much of the shadow off. While I work on my left eye, I'm going to go ahead and get my heated curler warmed up. I like to put it usually on 75. It goes up to 95, but I just keep it on 75. So again, I just take my little brush and get some product on. I like using this method too because you don't have to worry if your pencil's so sharp or not. And then I start in the middle of the eye and just sort of smudging, going back and forth, then work my way to the inner part and then the outer third and then up. I just go up on an angle and then take it to the bottom third. I didn't put any concealer on yet because I'm going to do that last. That makes it a lot easier when you're cleaning everything up. Now I'm just going to take my Q-tip and blend a few things. For under the eye today, I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Brightener. Again, I really like to put this right on the palette like this, and then you could take a blending brush, something like this, and go into it and do it like you're doing eyeshadow. That way you can blend where I stopped with the cream shadow with the concealer. I'm trying to get rid of that line there. And this looks so natural this way. And just blend it out like that. I'm also going to go into the inner corner of my eye to brighten that. I'm actually going in on the side of the nose in the eye socket like this so that brightens that area up. I have a different concealer I wanted to share with you today because I know so many of you love cream concealers better than liquid concealers. This is from Almay. It's their Skin Perfecting Concealer. And even though it's a cream, I'm not going to draw right on my face because I'm going to get way too much. So I'm going on the glass palette like this, just drawing some on. I'm going to take my fluffy brush. This is just a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and get some on the brush. I'm working it into the brush, and I'm going here. I'm going to go on the outside of the eye and just lift. And then with what's left, I'll go under the eye so that I'm getting a very minimal amount. Now, I talked recently in a video about a trick from Nick Lujan. He's an amazing makeup artist, where you just take your brush. Let me take my fan brush I've got here, and you just lay it down and roll up, just like a rolling pin. Now, what's happening right now, I can already see it. There's product coming off. This is product that would lay in fine lines and make my concealer not look good. So then I'm going in this side, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off. And then here. Now, I can see a nice smudge here of concealer. What I'll do next is use powder, and I'm also going to roll up with that. But let's go ahead and do concealer on my other eye. So I'm going to put a little bit more on the glass palette, take the fluffy brush, work it into the brush, and then again, I'm going to go on the side of the eye, up where I made the little lift with the eyeliner, and go in the inner corner and then underneath, because underneath is where all the fine lines are. So I want the least amount of product, but I do want to brighten under there. Okay, so I'm done blending. Let's go ahead and take my brush again, my fan brush, and I'm going to roll while the product is still damp. And I'm getting little micro bits off. It's not a lot coming off, but enough, that would be enough to cause havoc under the eyes. And this is just like using a rolling pin. Beautiful. I got quite a bit off, even though I applied so little. Now let's go under the eye with some powder. I'm going to use my Can Make today, and I'm just going to push a little light. I'm barely touching my skin under the eye. And then let's go ahead and go back with this and roll. And I can see some of the powder coming off too. It's amazing. It's a fine amount, but enough where it makes a difference. And if you can get that off, then your concealer is going to look amazing and still last. And it takes such a short amount of time, and there we go. I've got the coverage now, and I'm not going to lose my concealer, but I don't have it sinking into my fine lines. I'm going to go ahead and powder now the center of my face. I don't put powder everywhere. I just put powder in pretty much the T-zone. And let's go ahead and I'm going to take this brush and just brush off extra. I'm not worried about too much powder right now because I'm going to put a setting spray on in the end, and that's going to take off the powdery kind of look that you get when you put powder. I have so many beautiful blushes that are peach in my collection. I picked a few to share with you that are very affordable. This from Almay is their Healthy Hue blush in So Peachy. There's just something about this. If you swatch it, it doesn't look like much, but when you apply it, it looks gorgeous on the skin. So let's go ahead and put some of that on. And now I could make this a cream blush by blending with the Joa, but I decided today just to put it on as a powder. And I'm going to bring it up into the hairline. I'm just sort of tapping and pushing it in. Such a pretty blush, gorgeous shade of peach. Now some others that I love, this one from L'Oreal, they're Age Perfect. This is in Peony, and it's beautiful. I've used this so much. It has a little bit of a nude peach to it. Then Apricot from Revlon, that's another shade that I think is amazing, that has a very soft peach to it, and it's almost got a little bit of pink in it. So this is a shade I've used quite a bit and enjoy. This is another beautiful palette I ordered on Amazon from a company called I'm Mimi, and it's Afternoon Tea. And I ordered it because I thought the color in the center was very Charlotte Tilbury, but it has a shade in it that's a peach that is beautiful, and then this soft mauve or mauve color. So I really enjoyed this palette a lot, but this is a gorgeous blush. I have this same one from Almay, I think in a nude shade, and it's so pretty. A lot of luminosity to it, but no glitter, just a nice glow. Now for bronzer, I'm using my Heat Wave, and it's a heat wave in here right now. It's so warm. When I film, I can't run the air conditioner because it's too loud, and with these lights and the Florida heat this summer, let me tell you, I'm getting a little extra glow today. But this heat wave is so natural. I really like it because of the blend of the colors. It reminds me a lot of the Hourglass bronzers and blushes that they have. And this is great for bringing down the neck. This will make your neck look a little more tan and make the makeup really blend in. So I like to use this around the jawline and down the neck. And just sort of mix it with the blush. And there you go. I forgot mascara. This has turned into an Almay video because I just really like Almay. I think they're so underrated. But this is their Length and Lift mascara. So I'm going to get that heated curler back on. It actually shuts off if you leave it on too long. So it shut off on me because I forgot to do my lashes. But this is a nice mascara. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I bent the wand on purpose so it fits better under my lashes. If you'd like to do that, all you do is you get it to the top and just pull like this, very gentle, and you get a nice bent wand, which is great. You can get underneath your lashes so much easier when the wand is bent. But I like this. The reason I wanted to try this was one of my subscribers said how difficult it's getting for her because her skin is reactive and her eyes are super sensitive. So I wanted to try products that are more for people with eye sensitivity. So that's why I purchased this, and I really like it. It was very inexpensive, and the black shade that I'm wearing right now shows up really nice. Now you can turn your wand like this too. So I think that's a great, inexpensive drugstore mascara. I really like this, so affordable. Now let's go ahead and curl the lashes. My curler's warm. I'm just gonna lay it right on the lash and then roll up. I usually just sort of count 1, 2, 3 and roll up. Now if my lashes are a little clumped together, I just brush through them like that. This is so much easier to use than a metal curler. I really despise those metal curlers. They're like torture devices. A product that's new to me that's been out for a while is from CoverGirl, and it's their Cooling Glow Stick. This is in transparent, and I wanted to try this because it is about the size and the look of, say, a boomstick. And many of you wrote, well, $28 is a little steep for a boomstick. Is there something else I could use? Now, the one thing about this isn't made for your lips, eyes, so it's really not a boomstick. It looks similar. The thing with the boomstick is it's a one product, you do your whole face, where this is really just for a dewy look on the cheekbone. But I wanted to try it. It goes on like water and feels. If any of you have tried the Undone Beauty bronzer I talked about a long time ago, I still like that. I need to reorder a new one. That product had this feel where you put it on and it doesn't even feel like a cream. It immediately feels like you wet your skin with water. But this is a beautiful product. I love the look of it. You get a nice little luminosity to the skin without it being glittery or shimmery. And I think it's perfect for mature skin. I'm going to line my lips with a nude liner. Nude works great when you're working with peach. You can go for a soft nude, a deeper nude, and change the whole look of your lips. This came in a set on Amazon, and I love these. The whole set for a bunch of them was around $8. This is the shade Nude, which they even sell separately. But let's start at the Cupid's bow. And instead of drawing down, which I think I usually, when I draw down with the line, make my lips look smaller, I'm going to draw up. So I'm starting over here and going up. It's a lot easier. And the same for the lower lip. I'm going to start in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is start on the edge and go down and meet the line. And there we go. You can even just take your finger and blend. When I blend, I try to start on the line and pull down. Now, my favorite way to blend is with this flat definer brush. This is from Sigma. It's the F15. I love doing my lipstick and lip liner with it. So I just lay it and sort of pull it down. And I do the opposite on the bottom. I lay it on the line and pull up. This will give us a nice base for the lipstick. I have a beautiful lipstick for you from Revlon. This is number 628, Peach Me. Gorgeous shade of peach. I love peach because it warms up the skin. I think it looks beautiful on women of all shades and colors of complexion and colors of hair and eyes. I just think peach is a universally beautiful shade. And I'm just pushing this right into my lips. There you go. What a gorgeous shade of peach. I love Revlon lipsticks. They're so affordable and they have about every shade you can think of. And this one in particular, I think, is beautiful. It would be great mixing with different nudes you might have. Now, what I'm going to do today is take a Milani lip gloss. This is one of my favorites, Milani Tropical Shine number 11. This is from the Keep It Full line. It gives your lips a little plumper, fuller look. I'm just going to dab it right in the middle. And there we go. To finish the look up, I'm taking the Physicians Formula Essence of Healthy. This is their toner and setting spray. I'm just spraying it on a fan brush. This brush is a Sigma F42. And this is a great way to just finish your look and not disturb your makeup, not get it in your eyes. I always get setting spray in my eyes some way, shape, or form. And this is great to put over your powdered blush if it's still laying on the skin a little bit so that it blends nicely. I love this setting spray. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll let me know that you would like this to be a series. I'm wanting to do a mauve look, maybe a dusty rose or a nude. You let me know the shades that you enjoy that I could do a look for. That would be wonderful. Now, the winner of last week's giveaway is right in the first pinned comment. Also, I want to invite you over to my Instagram. I am really getting to know you there. I'm having so much fun showing some of the clothing and things that I've purchased. As a matter of fact, this sheer cardigan I bought on Amazon. I love it for wearing with everything. The great thing about these is you could put this over a shirt with shorts, with jeans, yoga pants, dress pants. It can go from being out and about to a nice evening out. So these are so versatile. Also, this chain I bought on Amazon, and I like simple jewelry, and this is so affordable. I think it was around somewhere between $10 and $13. So I'm sharing those things on Instagram, so I hope you'll join me over there. Also, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel so YouTube will notify you when I put out a video. I hope that you have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon.